So Juneteenth is one of those holidays that start out from the bottom up. It starts out because people in Texas start celebrating it. They remember the stories about what happened in this little place in Galveston, right outside of Houston, Texas, where on June 19th or thereabout, on that day, the Union Army arrives in Galveston, Texas, and they read the Emancipation Proclamation to a bunch of people who are living on these islands outside of Galveston and who may not have heard that the war was over. So we had an army there arriving in Galveston, Texas on June 19th with some African-American soldiers. 6,000 African-American soldiers were with the Ranger when he showed up there on June 19th. So it's something worth celebrating. It was being celebrated locally by those people in Texas for many years. It spreads to Oklahoma, it spreads to Colorado and some of those Midwestern states. And eventually Dr. Myers puts together a national organization, and he comes knocking on my door here in Washington, D.C. and says, I need you to help me. We need to get this thing passed to Congress. And of course, we do what we can here to help him get it passed. And he didn't live long enough to see it get passed to Congress, but last year, Congress finally passed the bill, and President Biden signs into law the Juneteenth celebration day. Well, I think that these monuments and museums and public things that we name are important. What we name them is important because it says something about the values of this society, and that's why we need museums like this, which hold up these stories, and you need holidays like Juneteenth, because it's time for everybody to stop for a minute and say, what is Juneteenth all about? What is this about? This is a story of the last day that slavery existed in the last outpost in the southernmost section of the United States. That's what it is. And everybody has to now stop for one moment to think about what does that mean. And so we'll all put some meat on those bones as time goes on.